Hello all, this is Halloween. Thank you for joining me again today. If you love what you see here, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be showing you how to do Halloween on a budget. So let's get started. So today's look, as we just cut right to the chase, if you can't tell from this and these blue pantyhose and this beautiful blonde wig, shoes, we're gonna be Smurfette today. So I just bought these shoes from a thrift store for I think $6, $8.95 actually. I got a ice skating dress from Amazon and I believe it was $17. Music legs, blue pantyhose. Now I'm not quite sure yet if these are gonna work. They might be a little brighter than my actual body paint, so I may have to just do the body paint on the legs, but I thought if I wanted to cheat, this would be a good idea. And these were like $4 with free shipping on eBay, I believe. So as you can see, this is just a white ice skating dress. It will work. I'm going to be using it for another costume as well though, so I'm not going to be permanently changing it in any way. So what we do to this today is going to be things that we can change pretty easily. The wig is actually a human hair wig, so I'm able to manipulate this. I already had it, so I did not buy it. This belonged to my mother, so I'm going to be curling it and kind of manipulating it in the way that I want. Just to let you know, I did a little research on your behalf. If you are planning to be Smurfette, there's really no good costumes out there to be Smurfette. I would recommend going this route. Just get the little ice skater dress for $17 if you want to do pantyhose, because it's going to look a lot more realistic than anything you can pretty much find online right now. What I found online was very loose fitting bodysuit. I even found one with a picture of Smurfette on it, and the idea of a Halloween costume and doing it right is that everybody already knows what you're going to be or what you are going into a room. You don't need to advertise that you're Smurfette. So we're going to do it the right way. I have a half yard of felt here, which we're going to make the hat out of, and we're also going to make the little teardrop shapes to go on the ice skating outfit, and we're going to cut those out and we're going to fasten them on with just Velcro. It will be a temporary thing because, like I said, I'm going to be using this for another costume later on. Got my stuff still set up here. It's probably going to be there all October. So for the body paint, again, it's going to be Ben Nye, and it's the Tahitian Blue. You can see that it's the same thing that we used on for the bronzer for the Tahitian look. And this one's Tahitian Blue, so we're on a Tahitian kick right now. But anyway, that's what we'll be using for the body paint. And today I'm going to introduce you to Final Seal. Because we're going to be painting ourselves a blue color, the Final Seal by Ben Nye just helps it to adhere to the skin so that you're not melting when you go out. And you know, you've had the crappy makeup where you go out and it starts melting off your face at the first sign of sweat. This won't do that. So this is you're just going to spray this on after you paint your body, and it's going to seal the product onto your body. Now, there might be some fingerprints here and there, but it's not going to be melting or coming off on everything. So it's really important, especially since we're wearing white today. So I'm going to get started here and I will turn this back on. So as you can see, I went off camera, but all I did was draw a really simple pattern here. And I took the material and I measured my head width, you know, for the bottom area. You want to go slightly bigger than your head because you are going to be sewing this and some of this is going to be coming off. So you just want to go slightly bigger. That way if you lose a little bit, no big deal, it's going to still fit. So you can see the pattern here. It's kind of like a wave. You're going to go up, you're going to curl around and back down. I did it using just a regular marker. So I'm going to cut this out using my scissors. These are scissors designed for material, so if you're a sewer at all, you probably have some of these around the house. These are going to be the best for not fraying the edges. These were like 12 bucks at Joann's. So that's what I'm going to use to just cut the pattern out, and then we'll start to sew and I'll show you what that looks like. So as you can see, I have finished cutting out my pattern. You are going to want to do it double. Obviously, there are two sides to your head, so you don't want to just do a single unless you like it like that. I have cut out the pattern. It is two-sided. So this is going to be the inside of our hat because as you can see, the black line from the marker is still there, but once we flip it right side in, that will not be seen. So you want to sew or hot glue from this side so that when you flip it over, you won't see the line from the pattern I drew. So if you're going to do the hot glue, I would recommend going a little larger even with the pattern because obviously hot glue is a little wider than, you know, just a sewing needle and thread. So it's basically, it's going to take up more space. So if you're doing hot glue, you're going to hot glue the inside to each other, like right here. You'll start hot gluing all the way around and then you'll flip it right side in. So I'm going to use thread, a needle and thread, because that's just how I like it, and then I don't have to worry about maybe it comes apart later. Because felt is a furry material kind of, sometimes hot glue doesn't work very well. So I'm just going to use needle and thread, and I'm just going to go all the way around as close as I can to the edges to do that. And when I get done, I will show you how it came out. Okay, so now I have sewn through the whole outer edge of the pattern with a needle and thread. I always do a double thread all the way to the ends, and then I do a good size knot for felt because felt is kind of porous. You want to make sure your knot is big enough that it's not going to push through and kind of come unraveled while you're wearing the hat. So now that I have that done, I'm going to turn it inside out. And there you have your hat. So cute, right? Perfect. So there it is. The hat is made. So what I'm doing with this felt now is I'm going to be cutting out some teardrop shapes. Now, since I'm using this again, I'm going to use Velcro to Velcro the teardrop shapes onto the skirt. I have cut out the first teardrop, and I'm going to use that kind of as a pattern so they're all the same. I'm not going to need very many, maybe 6, to just kind of go around the skirt. So that will be 3 cutouts, because I do have the felt doubled. So I'm just going to cut out and again, I'm using my fabric scissors because they're awesome. I promise I won't wrap presents with these. What usually happens when I get a good pair of scissors, whether it be like hair cutting scissors or fabric scissors, is I end up needing scissors pretty badly and I can't find my regular ones, so I end up using my good scissors and ruining them. I'm not going to do that with these. I mean, they're 12 bucks, which isn't bad, 13 bucks, something like that. But at the same time, you want to have a good pair of scissors around when you're doing projects like these, because with certain fabrics, I mean, the fabric will fray and it won't look very good if you're cutting with a dull scissor. So that's how I'm going to do that. Just kind of using the first ones I did as a pattern. Can take some of those off. Doesn't matter if it's a little jagged, honestly, nobody's gonna notice. Even though I'm gonna probably trim it, because that's just what I do. So, yeah. Hoping I'm still in the frame. So we're just cutting these teardrop shapes out of the felt, using the ones we already cut kind of as a guide. I'm going to have 6 teardrop shapes, and that's all we wanted to create the look. So I'm going to roll this up because I'm going to be using this probably for another costume. Never hurts to have a little extra material around the house. So since I'm using this for something else, for me, I'm going to use Velcro to Velcro the shapes onto the skirt. Oh, and it's already working. Great. All right. I bought this color Velcro for another costume, but it will work for this one because obviously the Velcro is on the back. So I'm just going to probably do about like that for each shape, and that should keep it onto the skirt for as long as I need it to be. Now, if you're gonna do this costume and be out all night and you're not gonna use the dress again, I would suggest just hot gluing them on. It'll work better, or even sewing them on will work even better. But if you don't want to sew, you know, hot glue's the way to go. And I'm a poet and didn't know it. So actually I did know it, because we all do that a lot, don't we? So it's gonna take this Velcro, and it's self-adhesive. Of course, the backing's not coming off right now. You may notice that my hands shake a lot. I'm nervous, so it's my first time doing anything like this whatsoever. And I just thought I'm gonna dive in with both feet and just get it done. You know, because it's always been my my goal in life, really, to do what I love and love what I do. And I'm finally breaking through and trying to do something like that. I've always loved Halloween since I was a little girl, and it's the only thing I can really think about that I love as much as I love. I mean, I just really adore it. So I'm hoping that gold is not really going to show through too much. Ideally, you'd probably want white Velcro, but I already had this Velcro, so I'm just going to use it because I have it. But white Velcro would probably be better. And I think it will photograph well anyway, maybe. Hopefully. I don't know. Let me see if I have white Velcro. So, I don't know if you can see, but I went ahead and did the other 3 teardrop shapes. And I just Velcroed them on, like I was showing you before. And since the sort of tan beige Velcro that I bought is kind of showing through, I'm just going to take these other teardrop shapes because I only need the front, really. And I'm going to hot glue the other ones on top so that the Velcro doesn't show through. So I'm just going to hot glue to the top, and it'll be like that. Yeah, kind of reinforces it, won't show through, and it'll photograph well. So that's all I care about. So see you in a minute. Hi, I'm back. So I fixed my little teardrop debacle. I just hot glued the teardrop shapes over the other ones just to cover up the Velcro. Ideally, you want to use white Velcro if you're going to do that, just to use the costume again, but I would recommend either sewing them on or hot gluing them on. I always go with sewing, but that's up to you. You may not like sewing. So now I'm taking my Ben Nye Tahitian Blue. By the way, these are only $7 if you go to the Ben Nye website. These small containers of it, they're $7 a piece, and one small container will cover your whole body twice, at least. So just in case you wanted to know how much they were. And see, like I said, this is not gonna, you know, run your bank account dry or anything. So we're gonna start bluing ourselves, right? What? We're doing just what we did yesterday, only obviously won't be blue. So I'm gonna do my face, and then I will probably go off camera to do my body. Of course, we're gonna put eyelashes. We want to go for our lips. That looks awesome so far. I have my mirror right over here, so I keep glancing at it just to make sure I'm doing a good job. Again, my camera keeps going black, but I don't know why it does that yet. Probably figure it out next year. Hopefully by next year I'll be a pro at this. I just wanted to get some stuff out, just to start, you know. You never know if you don't start. So as you can see, my face is getting pretty blue. I've got the blue contact lenses in because why? I have hazel eyes and Smurfette had blue eyes. So I go a little over the top. think I spent about $25 on these lenses online. There's a few different websites you can go to that I trust. I think wildeyes.com is one. I can't remember the one I got these from off the top of my head, but I will mention that in closing. So this is what you want to do with the Ben Nye Aqua. You see what I mean? It just works so well. I'm Violet, you're turning violet. Not really, I'm turning blue, but all right. So that's what you want to do with the blue. I'm going to go off camera to finish bluing myself because obviously I need my whole upper body. And from the looks of it, looks like the pantyhose might work. So I don't think I'm going to do my legs. I'm just going to use the pantyhose for my legs. And I've got to get all these parts here that are going to show. So I'm going to go off camera for that and I'll come back blue and dressed. See you soon. Blue. I went off camera to do that because it takes a little bit to get your whole body blue. Well, it's not my whole body. I used pantyhose, and you'll see there's a little bit of a difference in the blue that I used up here and the pantyhose. You'll probably see that in the photographs. But if you want to cheat and go with the pantyhose, you know, you want to choose like a lighter or a teal color. These were teal, but they're just kind of like a little bit darker. So for Smurfette, I believe she has black eyebrows. She's not a natural blonde, so we're gonna do our eyebrows in black and kind of thin, cartoony eyebrows. So about like that. Something like that, cartoony. So we're gonna do the other one. I need to sharpen a little bit. My mama would say, I'm gonna scratch my eyeball out. Of course, that's when she's doing her waterline. So we're not doing our waterline in black. We're gonna do white for that. So I'm just getting my eyebrow. My eyebrows don't really match up, if you've noticed, but my dad says I have a crooked face because they had to pull me out with the forceps when I was born. And that's probably why. Maybe a little too much information. We're not here for that. Alright, so I did my eyebrows. That's about all I want to do. Just a black eyebrow, then and then for our waterline, we're just going to use a white pencil. Any white pencil will work. It's going to just make your eyes more white, make them look a little more wide open, more cartoonish. See the difference? So, see? Pretty cool. Once that's done, we've got our crazy eyelashes that we're going to put on. So I'm getting the glue on now. Same eyelashes I used the other day. You can use them a few times before they're weird. And eyelashes these days just aren't cheap anymore. I think there was a time when they were, but those days are gone. see which one. Okay. Let it get a little tacky. And we're gonna smash them on. Because again, I didn't get my tweezers, but I'm gonna use my fingers. Now you'll notice in my costume, or you may not notice, I actually have a flesh tone bra on. We're only gonna photograph the front. But if you're gonna wear this costume, you're gonna need to do most of your back in blue. Just get your man or your next of kin to help you with that, because it is hard to get your back. This is pretty much a backless ice skater outfit. So I got my husband to help me to get my back with the makeup. He does a pretty good job. So I'm gonna get my other eyelash on. See, there we are, Brittany from 90 Day Fiance. Her eyelashes are out of control. So anyway, I'm getting the glue onto the other eyelash right now. I got it. Just gonna get it tacky and smash it on. And I think I'm gonna do the icy lipstick again. I think Smurfette has blue lips, but we're just gonna give her a little bit of a girly finish. Okay, that's not looking right, but we're gonna work with it. This is where my hands get really shaky because I'm concentrating so much and trying not to be nervous. That's hard to do. I'm nervous. You guys make me nervous. I'm sure many people have a better way of putting on eyelashes. Like I said, I just do what I do. And I'm really catering to the people that are much like me, and they don't really do it professionally, but you know, maybe they want to have an awesome costume for a party, or you know, maybe it's something they don't do all the time and they just want a good idea for something they could do and not break the bank. That's gonna be good enough. So here we are. I'm gonna put on my icy lipstick. I think it's gonna just accentuate a little bit. I am a girl after all. there she is. Now I'm going to put on my wig. Give me a minute. I'll be right back, and then we'll go take photographs. Here it is. I'm all dolled up and ready to go. My husband's going to take me. We're going to take some photographs, and hopefully you enjoy the still shots. So I hope you enjoyed today's look, Smurfette. And if you want to go for a couple's look, obviously the best play is going to be Smurfette and Papa Smurf. I just wanted to tell you about what I paid for the whole thing. Was I paid $17 for the ice skating outfit. I got the heels for $8 at Goodwill. Blonde wig, you can get any curly blonde wig will work. You don't have to be too picky about that. I had a human hair blonde wig, so I was able to manipulate it, curl it, kind of make it look like Smurfette's. I had a half a yard of white felt. I used Ben Nye Aqua paint in Tahitian blue. And that was $7, and the pantyhose were $4 on eBay, I believe. So, long black lashes, white liner on your waterline, and black eyebrows, and I used an icy pink lipstick. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you join me for the next episode. I'm still new at this. I'm not great at it yet. This year is probably going to be a little rough, but I'm glad you joined me. It makes me happy that if you're enjoying the videos and you're getting something out of it, I'm totally elated. So thank you so much, and have a happy Halloween.